Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. So yesterday, my video yesterday, I made these little sort of collages, if you like, and this morning I started to decorate them a little bit. So I put some flowers on these two. I did some fussy cutting from some paper flowers that I had, some prints that I had, and on these two I put some dried flowers, some dried pressed flowers. These two were already quite heavily decorated, so I didn't do anything with those. But what I have done is I've pulled out some threads to start to do some slow stitch, and I already started when I realized that I said I would do it with you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to push them to one side. So I already made a start on here, and all I'm doing, I'm just going to show you, I'm just sewing the stem on a little bit, and then I'll go up here a little bit, and then I might do some stitches around a little bit. So that's the plan. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying these. What I'm doing is I'm just pushing through holes to start with, so that I've got the holes to work with, rather than trying to, find where to push through. So I'm just going up. Oh, I've already done that, have I? Oh no, I haven't. No. Just easy to go through. So yeah, I quite enjoyed making these yesterday, and I hope you like them. I think they're really delicate and pretty. I'll do some over here as well. Oops. So I'm using this thread here, silk thread, and but I've only using one. I just realised I've only done one. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm only using one thread. Thread. So I'm just going to go here and there. So I'll go all the way up. Try to go as close to the, oh, that was hard to get through, the stem as possible. I won't go anywhere near the flowers, I don't think. I have sewed into flowers before, but I don't think I'll be doing that today. They're very delicate. So these are Herb Robert flowers. Just considered a weed, but really pretty, and often, they're usually, they're on the margins of fields and wasteland and gardens. They self-seed very quickly and easily, so you see them everywhere. But I think they're very pretty. I leave them, if they are in my garden, I will leave them to grow until they start to look bedraggled, and then I pull them. But again, they pop up absolutely everywhere. So, if you don't like those type of things in your garden, then yeah, most people would pull them out straight away. But I like to have some wildflowers in my garden. I consider them wildflowers. So yeah. So I did some, I'm in the process actually of just soaking some fabrics in some red cabbage. I did some dyeing, natural dyeing yesterday, and I'm going to be doing some more. Yeah, I think I'm going to just not go through the flowers. I don't think it's wise. Could end up pulling them off. just going through the back, and then I'll take this off there. So I mentioned yesterday I accidentally got paint on the edges, but I don't mind that, it just adds extra interest. I did pull the rest of it off though, to be fair. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here with some cross stitches. I think it'll be quite nice to do that. And just put, and I don't think actually looking at, I don't think the knot will make much difference, but we'll try. Oh, it went in the wrong place. Okay, I'm going to come down anyway, and then I'll just try and hold it in place. So yeah, I'll do some cross stitches. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's the wrong side. There we go. Pull it through again. I'll go through again just to make sure it's secured. I don't think I need to make any sort of pre-holes. For these crosses. I might get them wibbly wobbly, but I don't mind that, to make it a bit, and I don't mind if they don't come down in a straight line. I'm happy, the more wibbly wobbly the better. It's such a pretty colour, and these flowers have dried really nicely. They will fade in time, but you know, these things are not meant to last forever. They're just little decorative pieces, and for the enjoyment of making more than anything. And then, you know, you can decorate your books with them, but also, you know, you could, I'm going to put mine, well, I'm not sure where I'm going to put mine actually, but I thought I might put a couple of them in my sketchbook, can't speak, and I don't know, I'll see. I mean, the other option is to make a little board of them, you know, to create a little interest board to go on my wall. Hang them up maybe on some string, on the little clasps, metal clasps or pegs, and hang them up with string. They would look really lovely, pretty. So as inspiration and as decoration, I think, you know, they make a nice little, otherwise they'll go in a box and I might not end up using them. That's the problem. So, and I don't want them to go in a box and never be used. I want to use them in some way. I guess that's the same with, if they go in my sketchbook, then, and I open my sketchbook regularly enough, and I'll get to see them there, but it would be nice to see them around the room or in a book, one of my journals. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to have to, I didn't pull my second thread through, so I'm going to have to just pull in here and I'll come up there. There we go. So that's really pretty, I love that. I might do some more, but for now I quite like the idea of doing something up here, but we'll see. So that's the first one. Second one, I'm going to do the same thing. Got my thread here. This is vintage silk thread. I have quite a few of them. And and I'm slowly getting through them. I would like to maybe get some more so that I don't use all these lovely colours, because they are, you know, unusual. Well, not unusual colours, I mean, you can, but I don't know, there's something about them, it's quite precious. So, right, so I'll start again with the stem, and I'll start pushing through. And then I don't have to guess, and I'm not going to, you know, where the thread comes through. So I'll just make a start on this and go through here. And there. So when I got up this morning, it was beautiful, beautiful, stunning blue sky. And then within an hour or so, the clouds came over. So disappointing. We're in July now. I know some people have too much heat. We don't have enough this summer, and certainly not this spring. We didn't have much in the way of sunshine. So yeah, it's very disappointing. I mean, my flowers are doing okay, you know, had plenty of rain. But it would just be nice to have some warm sun. I guess our vitamin D levels are going to suffer. Yeah, and I was listening to someone on, I don't know whether it was YouTube or somewhere else, and they were saying that they've had a really bad summer so far in a different country, and I can't for the life of me remember where. But I just remember thinking that, you know, well, we're not the only ones in the UK here. Maybe we'll be lucky and have an Indian summer. I mean, we've still got, you know, half of July or most of July and the whole of August, and let's hope it, you know, fingers crossed, positive thinking. Just nice to have a little bit of warmth. When I saw the sun shining, I thought, oh, I'll go out and sit in the garden for a couple of hours today. Maybe do some sewing out there, but yeah. Okay, just end off here. It just doesn't feel warm. I mean, I do have the door open in the garden, so you know, to let some air in, and I'll go out from time to time, and but yeah, it would be just nice to have some. What I found, and I found this most years actually, is we tend to, just wondering what I should, I think I might do some stitching down here, and again I'm going to do cross stitch. The evenings are generally quite sunny, and it's interesting, I wonder why that is. Why would the evenings be sunny and during the day always be a bit cloudy or a bit, I wonder. I mean, that's nice for people coming home from work. Listen to me rabbit on about the weather. Oh dear. Think I'd have more interesting things to talk about, and I do. But yeah, I mean, I'm just keeping it light-hearted, and trying to relax a little bit slow stitch. Always relaxes me. I hope it relaxes you. I am going to be, there's so many projects on the horizon for me, slow stitch projects. Roxy Creations have brought out a new project called Field Notes for slow stitch, which is great, and I did say that I was going to do it, but there's so many other things I want to do, so I'm just wondering about where, you know, what I do first, whether I do that. I mean, the beauty of it is you can do it anytime. It's nice to see the work of other people and be inspired by it, you know, and everybody's sort of in it together, if you like. That's, for inspiration, that's a really nice sort of community thing to do. But I just, yeah, I just don't think my brain is there yet. I'm sort of, to me that's a lot of planning, and I'm not in the frame of mind to do that quite yet. But I do, as I say, I do have other projects that I want to get done. More practical projects, if you like, I guess. I like making items. And I know the people are making books, and that will be lovely. But there's just so many different things I want to do. Just gonna go here. Okay, I'm going to do another row because this is quite I'm just gonna go, let's go back in there. And just come through again, and then I'll end this one off because I'm not going to get anywhere with this thread. It's too small, too short rather. There we go. Okay, and then I will do, I think I'm going to do another row, and I'm going to do it across along here. Maybe even a couple there. And I could have done more down here, but I quite like that, just that one row there. I don't have to do the same thing on all of them. See if I can get 2 threads in this needle. It's quite a small. Oh, I can. Oh, I'll use the 2 then. I can do a little bit more of a visible stitch. And again, I'm going to stick with cross stitch. So this is going to be more visible, and I like the idea of that. So pretty and delicate. I'm going to sort of move into this purpley coloured paper. It's still tissue paper, so it's really easy to get through. Love sewing paper. And come back over to little bit so it doesn't get in the way too much, otherwise it will end up coming off and ripping. So relaxing. I don't even want to speak. I don't want to break the spell. So I don't know if you remember, if those of you who are new won't know, but for others who've been with me for a while, I did talk about doing some readings, and that's still in my mind to do, and I will look into that again. I mean, I did look into it, and you know, there is the copyright issue when you're reading somebody else's work, but if I can demonstrate that I'm using it as part of a tutorial, for example, and then, you know, I think I can do it as a sort of a part of maybe a review, a tutorial, you know, a teaching tool. So I think, you know, I might go along those lines as a review and a tutorial. Maybe we could even look into a book club or something like that eventually. But I have a love of books, and maybe this isn't the right channel to share those things with, but maybe it is, you know, I don't know. You guys could tell me. But I would like to do a weekly slot. I was thinking about, you know, maybe a fortnightly or a monthly even, but I think, yeah, I mean, maybe I'll do that a bit sort of less. But yeah, if you're interested in that, so in any of those things, then let me know. As you say, I would love to do that. Just absolutely love books, and it's my passion. And oh, come out in different places. I'll just make another little cross. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? I'll go back through. I'm only hesitant because I don't know if it's something you guys would want me to do here, and maybe I would need to do a different channel for that. I know a couple of you have said yes, you would like it, and I'd be happy to do it for you guys, but let's see. Maybe I'll do one, we'll see, do a couple and then we'll see. I think that's probably the best way to go. Okay, that's lovely, I love it. Love these. They're so delicate and pretty. I've said that once. Anyway, right, let's do some more. Now, I thought blue would go. These, I think they were ruby and purple. No, they weren't. I think I got them from let me think, Facebook group. I think they were freebies, but I can't be certain. So, but I had them a while and haven't used them in anything. So I thought, well, if I cut around them like a fussy cut, then I can use them as interest on these. Gives another interest, you know, it's a different colour to the beiges and the whatever. Right, Now I'm just wondering where to sort this. Start up here. Sticking with the crosses. This is fabric on here, by the way. It's a little piece of cloth, and then there's more there, so I could go down there as well. And it'd just be interesting to do that. And I think the blue goes lovely with the dark. Well, you've got a bit of blue there, but it goes lovely with the black and white pictures. Flowers right there. Whoops, oh dear. How has this happened? Not sure what's happened here. It's the bane of a sewer's life, isn't it? I might go out for a walk after this. I feel like I need one. I hurt my back earlier on Friday actually, and it's just been intensely painful. And I was just, this morning when I got up, it just seemed a lot worse. So I'm trying to find, I've been doing little stretches throughout the day, trying to move about so I'm not getting too stiff. But I'm just wondering whether a little walk might loosen something, or it could make it worse. It could aggravate it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I have a bad back, so I won't. It's nothing new to me. But I pulled it hoovering of all things. But it's so easy for me to do when I hoover. I've done it before. It's just the action of hoovering that does it. And I forget sometimes I get a little bit vigorous, and yeah. Pay for it later. Actually, it happened immediately, so right, I'm down to there. I'm just wondering, yeah, I think I'm going to go down here. I might not do the other side now, thinking about it, because I think it'll be too much. I think one row is enough. Particularly as I've come all the way down. I was thinking of doing only to there and then coming down here, and that would have been quite nice, but it doesn't matter. Do this. So nice. And tissue paper is so easy to go through. So nice big cross at the bottom there, and I'm going to finish. You can hear my stomach rumbling. Ready for some lunch, or I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, as I say, I've got some fabric sitting in a pot of cabbage water, you know, red cabbage water as a dye. So I mordanted the fabric first, but I know that red dye doesn't, you know, it doesn't last. I think it's called a fugitive. Is that right? Fugitive? I don't know. I hope that's the right word. Sounds wrong to me, but anyway. I'll do it here. Yeah, so I need it to be 2 strands to be thick enough for this. So I'm going to add, it's a lovely purple colour at the moment, and the fabric is steeping in it. So I let the fabrics sit all night. Sorry, sit in the mordant all night. In fact, all day yesterday as well, so maybe I overdid it. I don't know if you can overdo it with mordant. I don't, to be fair, I don't usually add alum. It was alum, by the way. And I don't even know if I've used alum in the past. I tend just to use vinegar or salt or soy milk or whatever, and I never follow a recipe as such. I just do it. Yeah, I'm just a bit not really interested in weighing it all, and I just add it in and see what happens, because these aren't clothing items, these are pieces of fabric that I'm going to use in slow stitch, and I'm not too worried, you know, they're not for anybody else. I'm not too worried if they fade, but I would like to get a nice grey colour, and I believe that it will eventually go a grey colour. So I did some hand dyeing with elderberries one year, and you know, people said to me the colour won't last, it's blah blah blah, and it has lasted. So I think there are occasions when it can, and I only added salt or something to there. Okay, so I've done a little bit of slow stitch in that one, so that's the second one for the blue. So I'm going to finish with these using the golden colours, sort of those colours. I just think they'll go lovely with this. So I'm just wondering, oh, it's already decorative. I'm just wondering whether to use a darker colour, just for some contrast, because it's already very decorative. I don't know about you, but I put a little bit of tape sometimes on the end so that it doesn't unravel, and it doesn't have one of those little nicks where you can. I'm sure there's better ways of doing it, but that's how I've done it when I was frustrated with it. So I'm doing it doubled. I could have used embroidery thread for this. I've got these colours, but yeah, I think that would be nice. I'm just wondering where. So we've got a bit of gold paper there. You might not be able to see it. I don't know if you can. Might do. Yeah, you do down this side, because it's a very plain side in comparison to the other side. So let's see. Crosses again, just sticking with crosses. Why is that? Okay. Oh, maybe I'll do a star. I'll do some stars. Of a fashion. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I didn't think to do it on the others. this one and this one were the ones that I did first, just as little prototypes. I did them off camera. Well, I've gone through there now, so. Okay. Yep, the old tummy's rumbling. I'm listening to Jane Eyre on audiobook at the moment. I felt like I wanted to listen to it. I've never listened to it on audiobook. I wasn't sure if I'd like it, but it's holding my attention. I mean, I love Jane Eyre, the book. I just wasn't sure if I'd like somebody reading it from on audio, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Tandy Newton is the person who's reading it, and she's got a nice voice. She reads it well, so I recommend. But I uploaded a couple of books, some nature writing books, yesterday as well, because I got a few credits to use up. So this is going to be my last one. I don't have enough thread left, so I'll go through, back through again, and that will do, I think. Love the backs of them as well. I really like that. That's really nice. Okay, one more to do. I mean, I can see, I think I'm going to come down here. Might use this colour. I don't think I need much of it. I did think about putting more pieces of, you know, fabric on them, but yeah, I mean, I can make some more. Let me know if you made some and how you got on, by the way. I guess it depends if you've got any tissue paper. And I should have said, actually, you could use watercolour paints, you could do pastel background. It doesn't have to be what I did, you know, using chalk. Well, it's not chalk paint, it's emulsion. And I didn't mention that, I don't think, in the video. I didn't say what type of paint it was, but it was emulsion, which has a very chalky effect on the tissue paper. A small one. Just going to I like the fact that I've used paper, you know, pattern paper as well in some of them. Again, that's another favourite of mine, using pattern paper in my work. I love it. These are, making something like this is quite, it's relaxing, and also it takes any pressure off from thinking what to do, because it's a fairly simple project and it uses up scraps. It you don't have to think too hard about it. You know, you can use whatever materials you've got. And if you've got a needle and thread, then you're away. You know, you can do more of the needle and thread type of thing than I'm doing. You could do more sewing, you could sew around them, you could sew with the sewing machine. You don't have to do slow stitch. So yeah, there's lots of options with these things, as there always is with, you know, with these projects. Don't have to stick to what I'm doing. I realised I realised for some time, and I need to rectify it, that my voice is very low. So I'm going to buy a microphone, and hopefully that will help. Nobody has complained. I did have one complaint quite a long time ago, but so I apologise, because, you know, I've been lax in doing something about it. When I can't hear, I have some hearing loss, and when I can't hear, what I tend to do, rather than turn it off, so I tend to put subtitles on. But, you know, it's not fair on you guys to keep straining to hear, so I will do something about it fairly soon. So that's 5. I had 6. Oh, there. Yeah, so 2 blue, 2 purple or lilac, and 2 sort of rusty colours, and I hope you like them. Hope you are inspired to do some yourself. Pull these down so you can see them. Yeah, they've been a nice project to do. So I shall be back tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on what time I have, and I shall see you very soon. So take care, everyone, and thank you very much for your support and for watching, for liking, commenting and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. Bye for now.